I have a topic that I think it's so important for you to understand that I'm out here on a day on the driving range. It's freezing cold. The wind is blowing like crazy. My hands are going numb. The golf course is closed. The driving range is closed. I'm the only person here. And I wanted to get this information across to you because I want you to get better. I want you to improve your golf game, and I want you to stop wasting time on the driving range. Now, I watch people day in and day out come here and hit golf balls. 1 bucket, 2 buckets, 3 buckets of balls, and all they're doing is wasting their time. In this video, I want to show you what you need to do to go to the driving range to get quality time. It's not about quantity at the range, it's about quality. And I want you to use your time efficiently because our time is valuable. Everybody is busy, everybody has work, everybody's got family, friends, whatever the case may be, and our golf time shrinks. So I want you to use your golf time the best that you can use it to, so you get the best results. And the number one thing that you have to do when you come to the driving range is you have to show up with a plan and you have to show up with a goal. Let me ask you a question. How many of you out there, when you go to the driving range, your goal is, I want to go hit good shots? You want to stand out there and make swing after swing and hit what you can think are consistently good shots. If that's your goal, you're wasting your time. You have to go out there with a specific purpose. Whether you are working on a swing mechanic, or whether you are working on a specific shot, or whether you are working on rhythm and balance, whatever the case may be, you need to have a specific goal in mind. And I'm going to give you some examples of all of those, and I'm going to give you some examples of a better way to practice than what you're doing. So here's a phrase that I hear from my students all the time and just the general public. Well, I know what it is that I do wrong, I just can't stop it. And I always want to ask you, well, how are you trying to fix it, not stop it? How are you trying to change your motor pattern, not stop it? So let me give you the best example, a simple example that will hit home to a lot of you. Probably the most common flaw in golf is people come over the top and they hit slices. And they come to the range, like I said, over and over and over again, trying to fix their slice, and they never get it done. But yet I never see them working on swinging the club the proper direction. This wind is killing me here. So let me show you a way that I handle some of my students that have the bad over-the-top swing. What they're always trying to do is they're trying to hit a straight shot. And I say, no. You have to come out to the range with a plan that you are going to swing from in to out. And I don't care what the golf shot is. So I get them to stand out here. First, we put an alignment stick on the ground. Practice stations, people, always practice from a station. I make them aim with the practice stick, but then I get them to look and focus their attention over here to the right. And all I want them to do is to stand here and make swings, hitting them, trying to hit the ball solid, that pitch balls over to the right. Now, they always hate this when we start off because where do they hate their golf ball to go? They hate their golf ball to go to the right. Woohoo, son. And I'm forcing them to swing to the right. But that's what we have to do to fix a slice. So they may stand in here and start hitting golf balls, and it might be 10, 15, 20 balls until they consistently can hit that thing solid enough over to the right. And then I say, okay, now let's start seeing if we can get this ball back online, but we're not going to get it online the way that you'd always try to with the swing path. We're going to get it online with the pivot and with a little bit of club rotation, which would be your forearms. So I then get them to still feel in to out, but learn to turn their body, learn to rotate the club face, and that ball went dead straight. That's going to the range with a purpose. That's going to the range with a plan. That's going to the range not wasting your time of hoping you're going to hit a good shot, but actually fixing the motion of your golf swing. Let me give you another example. Now, this example goes into a lot about how we learn. And I did a video a year or so ago that I'm going to link in the description below. I don't want to go into all of that detail about how we learn motor skills, but we have to make sure that we are doing correct repetitions of what we are trying to fix or what we are trying to learn. So let's use another very basic, simple example. Let's say that you are trying to learn to get your upper body over your back foot in your pivot, okay? You're trying to get your weight onto your back foot. And let's say that you went out and you hit 100 golf balls. And let's say in those 100 golf balls that you did 50 correct and 50 incorrect. Did you learn anything? Or did you just break even on that day? We have to practice at the range in a fashion that we put numbers in our favor. I would much rather see you go out and hit 25 golf balls as opposed to 100. Practicing like this. We are going to do 3 rehearsal backswings for every single ball that we hit, okay? So I want to stand here and I want to make rehearsal backswings, getting my left shoulder in the position where I want it, getting my golf club in the position where I want it, whatever the case may be of what you're trying to fix, okay? I'm going to do that 3 times, okay? Then I'm going to stand up and I'm going to hit a golf ball and I'm going to hit it nice and slow, trying to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. So right now it's my backswing. So let's use this as an example. Let's say that the 25 golf balls that I hit, I never did my backswing correctly. Okay, I failed every single time. But at least in that practice session, I did more repetitions correctly than incorrectly, because for every ball that I hit, the 25 balls, I did 3 rehearsals. So I did 75 backswings correctly over 25 incorrectly. I learned. I had a productive session on the driving range. Okay? And back when I was talking about that 50-50 deal, that you hit 100 balls and you did 50 correct and 50 incorrect, you never hit those numbers. You're probably more in the 15% range to 20% range if you're lucky when you're just standing out there hitting balls. So practice with a purpose, practice with your goal in mind, and make your time useful. So those were 2 examples of mechanical things that we can work on the range. So let's say that you have a golf swing that's fairly mechanically sound, okay? You're happy with it. It produces some decent shots. Well, you may need to go to the range and on your range practice session, work on your balance, work on your rhythm. Because if you have better balance and better rhythm, then you're going to hit more consistent golf shots. So every golf swing, whether you're making rehearsals, whether you're making bad balance right there, whether you're making the swing at the ball, you need to focus on your rhythm and your balance. Ooh, that was tough. My hands, I can't feel my fingers. Now, lastly, one other thing that I rarely see people work on when they get to the driving range, I don't see it working on shots. I see the good players working on shots, but I don't ever see the average player working on shots. So let's say you've got a swing, you feel comfortable with your swing, you feel like it may not get any better, whatever the case may be, come to the driving range and work on shots. Hey, I want to see if I can curve one a little left. Hey, I want to see if I can curve one a little right. Let me see if I can hit one lower. Let me see if I can hit one higher. Let me take a little off of it. Let me hit a 3/4 shot. But make your production, make your practice session productive. Don't just whack balls. You're wasting your time. And before I wind this video up, I hope you're getting the point. I hope you're getting the point that I'm trying to make. You need some feedback, okay? You need to be able to make sure that you're doing what you think you're doing. Again, because we know that feel and real are two separate things. Everybody's got a cell phone, okay? It's very easy, cheap to buy yourself a little tripod for that cell phone or something that you can prop it up on, that you can videotape yourself. Make sure that you are doing what it is that you're doing. Again, students, they come to me. I tell them what I want them to fix. I show them how to practice, what I want them to practice. They've gone away for 2-3 weeks, whatever it is. They come back, we put them on video, and their swing hasn't changed. And they're always shocked. Well, man, I've been working on it. Okay, well, how you been working on it? Well, I've been going to the range, 3 or 4 times a week. All right, well, what are you doing when you're at the range? Well, I'm hitting balls. What are you trying to do? Well, I'm trying to hit good shots. They're not focusing on what they need to learn. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming into this video. I'm going to get out of this cold, okay? Again, I can't feel my fingers anymore. Everybody else in the United States that's getting this winter blast, I hope you're warm. Let's take 2025 and make it a year of practicing and learning golf correctly. And if that's what you want to do, I'm here for you, because that's what I want you to do. And that's the stuff that I show you on my channel. Don't forget to go look at that video again about how we learn. Again, I've got a link below. And also check out some of my other videos. I think you'll like my content. If you'd like to, hit that subscribe button for me. I'd appreciate it. And drop me a comment below. Let me know about your practice habits, okay? Did this hit home? Does this make sense to you? Well, y'all have a great day. Stay warm. And hey, Happy New Year.